let's have a look at the 3-octave technique. I'm going to demonstrate it first and then we'll unpack the exercise. Using Amazing Grace as a template, I'm just going to play the start of it in very plain version first, then I'll apply the technique on top of it and you'll get a sense, just a hint of what's possible with this technique. So that's enough. That's the beginning of Amazing Grace, fairly plain version. Now I'm going to import the technique on top of this. Okay, something was happening in there. I was applying 2 ideas, but the 3-octave technique was actually sitting underneath that as a template that helps me access the next idea. So what is the 3-octave technique? This is not a beginner video. This is more intermediate if you've been playing for a little while. You need to have your head wrapped around basic chords, root position chords like C, F, and G, really all your root position chords, in order to then take advantage of this technique. But whatever level you're at, just let's dive in, and it's a resource for you either now or in the not too distant future. Okay, so looking at a C chord, that's a baby C or a root C position. What we're going to do is do 3 octaves of a C note, lay on the 5th degree of that scale with the number 2 finger in the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the perfect 5th. You can see it coming up there in the notation. And then with the right hand, I'm going to, with fingers 1 and 2, complete the root position chord between the 2 hands. So if I remove all the other fingers, you can see C root position is being represented. Now I'll lay the octaves back on top with the perfect 5th. And here we have our 3-octave C. So it's good just to get the fingers programmed into that grip. And now what we're going to do is move up through the white note majors to start. So from C to D to E, F, G, A, and B. Let's just put those chords in first into the 3-octave technique. And the fingering will remain the same for all of those. So fingers 1, 2, and 5, and fingers 1, 2, and 5. Moving up to D, there's our D major, E major, F, G major, A, and finally our B. So that's something to practice, and it might just be that you'll do those chords for the moment and then go and import that into your playlist or import that into other songs in the program where I'm demonstrating arrangements with the 3-octave technique laid in. However, I'm going to give all the chords, all the basic major chords for us in this video. So they're all our major chords from the white note perspective, and now let's go to the black note perspective. We have D flat or C sharp. I'll say them in flats for the moment, but I'll go back and talk about them in sharps. So D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, and B flat. And we're going to convert that now into the 3-octave technique. The fingering might change depending on the size of your hands. Instead of using the pinky, I'm going to use the number 4 finger in the right hand. So there's my D flat, and the grip remains the same when I go to E flat, and here is my G flat, my A flat, and finally my B flat. And enharmonically, a D flat also could be a C sharp. I know it's notated as a D flat there. It could be a C sharp, and our E flat could be a D sharp, and our G flat could be F sharp, and our A flat could be G sharp, and our B flat could be A sharp, depending on which key signature you're working in or how you think about chords. Are you more sharp orientated or are you more flat orientated? So there's the 3-octave technique applied into basic major chords. We will be doing more advanced versions where we talk about changing these chords into extensions and applying extensions on top of this idea. And but here is an amazing foundation that can ultimately really transform how you play and approach a lot of your musicianship. So enjoy. Ciao.